All right, I have a question about this business that we were looking at about climate targets. As a society, we can choose climate targets. That's a legitimate thing for like public debate. This climate target is going to be a certain amount of climate change that we are willing to accept as a consequence of our actions. One way to do this would be to limit the mitigation costs. Now remember, that was one of the ones I showed you on that table there. Now we can interpret that as meaning that we're going to define a certain we're going to define a certain global mean temperature that we're willing to accept. We're going to cut greenhouse gas emissions until the resulting climate change is never more than that amount of that stabilization temperature, to use the right word. Or B, one way we could do that is define a certain amount we're willing to spend on the impact of global warming. We're going to cut greenhouse gas emissions until the resulting climate change costs no more than this amount of money. Or C, we could do this by defining a certain amount of money we're willing to spend on reducing the greenhouse gas emissions, and once we've spent that much money, we accept whatever climate change happens due to further greenhouse gas emissions. Oh. Two of those are a little bit close, and you need to think very closely as to what the word mitigation means, okay? Make a choice from those three options and get a little feedback before we move on to the next question.